With every breath, a promise to rise. Together we chase the limitless skies. Galvanize the world, feel the moment of life. Every healthy choice, it feels so right. Data in our hands, we hold the key. A future built on trust and integrity. Galvanize the world, feel the light. With every healthy choice, it feels so right. Data in our hands, we hold the key. A future built on trust and integrity.
Well, hello to all you Galvanators out there. Byron Belke here, and it is that time again. It is Tuesday. It's time for our Galvanators Unite call. Wherever you're at, thanks for tuning in today. Whether you're seeing this live or watching this on a replay on any of our social media platforms, we're grateful to have you be part of this community. And as we continue to expand this across the globe, it's so exciting to watch people feel like they're empowered for the first time with what Galvan is all about. Health and wellness, decentralizing our own healthcare and being able to put plans together, know things that are us, own the decentralized data that should be ours to begin with. And now we've got the technology and the ability to do things that just have never been done before. And I kind of want you to think about that for a second. The reason that this is so critical, and there's this huge shift that's happening. One, it's always needed to. Two, it's because the technology exists today for it to be able to happen. This couldn't have happened 20 years ago. Things weren't set up for people to be able to win, to decentralize, to have blockchain, to do all of this. The technology exists today that allows us to do something. And, three, it's time for people to be empowered, because when something is better, it usually wins. It takes over. If it's better for the people and the people get on board, it's going to win. And that's why you see so many things in this blockchain space that maybe you wouldn't have seen years ago. You see banks starting to get on board. You see institutions that used to be against blockchain, that used to be against crypto, that used to say that Bitcoin was not going to be around in the future. They're all getting on board. And it's because if you can't beat it, you need to join it. And they see that this is continuing to get more and more adoption because it truly is better. And as we shift more to this Web3, this decentralized type of scenario, isn't it amazing that we're on the forefront? Isn't it amazing that we have things here? We can't predict the future, but what economists are saying is this is one of the biggest transfers of information, of wealth, of power that we will ever see probably in our lifetimes. And we have the health and wellness blockchain. We have the reward program for the globe. So thank you for being some of those early adopters. Thank you for seeing things before the rest of the world sees it. And now it's time, as we get together on a weekly basis through this Galvanators Unite call and everything else that we do, to lock arms as a community and to just make sure that more and more people in the world know about it. So we've got an awesome call scheduled today and set up. We've got the team here, and we also have a special guest. We have, I don't know if you're aware, we kind of talked a little bit about it, but here at Galvan, this is run by what? It's run by the community. And so we put together a community council and bright minds from around the globe, from different areas. And we're going to have the good fortune to be able to bring people on over the next couple of weeks, because we want to introduce you to who some of our committee members are and their backgrounds. And we're going to get more into that here in a second. I'm really excited about our guest today from that council, and you'll have a chance to hear from them. But we have the powerful team as well. And we're going to start off like we typically always do, hearing from Dr. Sharp and being able to get some words of wisdom, some encouragement, some tips that we can utilize in our lives to make ourselves better and those that we care about better. So Dr. Sharp, we'll turn it over to you. Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Byron. It's great to be here, and we're excited that Dr. Beckles is here joining us too. So we'll introduce him in just a bit. Today, honestly, I've been thinking, I got a new puppy, and so you may be wondering, what in the world do dogs or cats or fish or pets and health have to do with each other. And I hope that this will be, again, informative. It will help you to understand ways that you can make the best decisions in your life, and also find a little bit of health and happiness with your furry friends. So I found this. This is Anatole France, is a French poet and writer, and I think this is true. Until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. For you that are pet lovers, this rings true. If you are reluctant, as I was for a time, at some point you'll see that this is true as well. So what do pets have to do with health? Why in the world are we talking about this on a Galvan blockchain company? Well, it's because our mission, as you know, is to galvanize humanity, the world, to heal humanity. And pets have actually been linked to all sorts of improved health outcomes. Those are physical, mental, and emotional. And there's pretty substantial research that shows that pet ownership can improve well-being across the lifespan. Now, let me share a little bit about what that means across the lifespan. So when you're a kid, the benefits that come from having pets may be that you are less likely to have allergies. You're less likely to have asthma. That has been shown to be true. As you get older, we know, especially in the digital era that we live, feeling alone, feeling isolated, feeling anxiety, feeling depression, all very, very prevalent health conditions in our world today for our young adults and our adolescents. Pet ownership is shown to actually improve those things. When we get older, it is good for our mental acuity to have someone or something else that we are responsible for. It helps to improve our mental ability. It also decreases our loneliness and gives us purpose. And it increases, depending on the type of pet we have, maybe our activity. So we're going to talk a little bit about each of these things. And I hope it gives you a reason to, give your pet a hug, or consider going and, you don't have to get a pet. Not everybody's ready for one, but we'll talk about why maybe going to your friend's house or pet sitting for someone may be beneficial. So, that's the science, and we'll talk a little bit more about the science, but I just want to share my own personal story. You maybe have heard, I have 4 kids. This is my daughter on the left here. She's our youngest. This is after she'd been diagnosed with, at that time, what we believed to be a terminal brain tumor. We didn't know if she'd be able to go back to school. Interestingly and sadly, we went to a few of the shelters and they told us, oh, we're not sure that pets would be safe in your home because you have too many children. Children are at risk for pets. Now, I love pets. I will say I think pets were created for humans and not vice versa. But I was able to go and we found this little puppy. We thought that she was a Chihuahua Maltese mix. The veterinarian laughed at us when we told them that, because this was found on online. We don't know what she is, but probably some terrier, maybe Chihuahua and Maltese in there too. She was a lifeline for our family while our daughter was at home healing. And that was a major, major source of our well-being at that time. On the right, you can see we now have a new friend, Nova. So Ripley's our black and white dog, and Nova's our mix. We think she's a rescue puppy. So we think she's a terrier. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on the little dogs that with her coloring with the midget legs. I'll think of it. But she's a cute dog. And so she's a new addition and has required a whole lot of work. But both of these animals have brought joy and happiness to my family, especially during a time of kind of health crisis. And so that's my personal story of why it matters. And here's a little bit more about why it may matter to you. So mental health benefits. I mentioned this, reduce stress and anxiety. So it is shown that just sitting down to pet an animal, it's why they allow animals into hospitals now in many places, because to pet a dog is to actually lower your cortisol and boost your oxytocin, which have very, very good outcomes on some of your mental well-being. Stating the obvious, less loneliness. If you have the companionship and support of an animal at home, it can improve your emotional resilience, and then just improve mood. Whether you're taking an animal on a walk or just getting outside, because that's something that improves rates of depression. It's been shown to improve all of these things throughout different ages of people for different reasons. The other is physical health and benefits. It depends on the animal, right? A fish probably does not increase your exercise. But if you have a dog and you walk your dog, which I do, and I enjoy, people with animals that require walks or exercise are also shown to get outside more. Specific cardiovascular health, it lowers your blood pressure and cholesterol, reduces cardiovascular risk. Interesting. It may be harder to put those things together, but I think we know that stress and some of the other things can increase these problems and lead to inflammatory processes that put us at risk for cardiovascular disease. And then I mentioned this a little bit, there's immune benefits. So if you're exposed to animals, it's actually been shown to have fewer autoimmune diseases and fewer allergies, which are can plague some of us with really substantial problems. So all benefits of having different animals. Now, different pets, different benefits, right? So it depends on what's your thing. You may be a dog person, like I said, I am. You may be a cat person. They're both great. They have different benefits. Fish, you wouldn't think, what does a fish do? Well, it's certainly calming. If you've ever sat in front of an aquarium and waiting for a doctor's visit or any visit for that matter, or been to an aquarium, it's a very, very soothing activity. And so fish can be great. And then other types of small animals can have all sorts of benefits, both emotionally and mentally. So this is brief. You may wonder, why does this matter to me? And if you are, then I'd say think about it. You don't have to go get an animal. There were stages of life where I was not going to keep an animal alive. It would not have been fair to get one. And so if that's the case, then go to an aquarium, go to a zoo, go to your friend's house that has some animals. Ask Casey. Casey loves her dog Moose, and she'll tell you all about him. So whatever this means, even if you don't have an animal, these have benefits. If you have a family member that's struggling, maybe this is a suggestion for you to talk to them about. Maybe they need to start with a goldfish and work their way into other mammals. But these are very tangible, well-documented ways for us as part of our, tool shed or our various ways and strategies that we can improve our health to improve through our pets. So I hope this helps you to galvanize the world and to heal humanity a little bit more this week. And I hope it allows you to feel good about spending more time with your pet or maybe someone else's. So with that, we are going to turn the time over to Robert as always. So Robert, take it away.
Greetings. Thank you, Adam. That was awesome. For today, I would like to take you on a little bit of a tour. So if you can all jump into your G+, we just released a new version. Now, just as a little reminder on how you determine whether you've got the new version or not, in the bottom right-hand corner, if you'll click on the More, and then you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the new version is 3.30.5. So that will tell you that you're on your new version. And with this version, I'm going to click back to my wellness homepage. Well, this version, if you look in the top right, you'll see a little bell. So that bell is our new notification center. And so if you've got the bell, you already know as well that you're on the latest version. So let's talk about our notification center. I'm going to click on the bell itself, and it's going to take us in to show the history of our notifications. Now, we're only going to show you like the last 60, 90 days worth, but you can scroll down through it and see the different notifications that you've got. The most recent notification that I've got right here is a badge achievement. And so you can see that 2 days ago, I earned the Beat Goes On Streak legendary level badge. And so if you don't remember exactly what that is, etc., the cool thing is you can actually click on that notification and it's going to take you right into that badge. And so you can see, if I scroll down, that on legendary, the last time I earned it was 2 days ago. Funny how that works. So on the 10th, I earned it. And then I can look up here and I can see, oh, the beat goes on. You can see I'm 3 days into the new version of it. And it is for reaching 30 heart minutes per day. So you can see the fire in the actual symbol of the badge. And so now you can see that we're on track, and that is the badge I've earned. If I hit the back arrow, it takes me right back to my notification center. And so you can see, even just on this very front page, that I've got 3 badges, but I've also got a couple challenges. So challenges, badges, any sort of system notification or community notification, all of those will come back into your notification center. So if you feel like you've earned a badge and you didn't see the pop-up for the notification, then you can go into this notification center and see your latest history. That is kind of the overview of the new feature from our latest release called the notification history. Coming back to the homepage now, we are ready to move forward. So on that note, we thank you for continuing your efforts to use G+ to improve your healthy actions. And thank you for all the feedback that you give us. If you have new suggestions or ideas that we can continue to incorporate to make our G+ app even better, feel free to send it to support@galvan.health. And on that note, I am going to turn it over to the queen of customer delight. Casey, it's now all yours. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Well, I've got Moose here with me today, and he agrees with everything Adam said. He definitely lowers my stress, and he helps me get my heart minutes in. So he's hanging out with me on the call today. Really quick, I just want to touch base on a ticket or a question that we've been seeing a bunch of, and that is, it looks like my nodes are running through my hosting software, but I'm not getting rewards. So that can be a couple of things. So I'm just going to share my screen here. So we're logged in. The first thing I want to do is I want to click on nodes here, and then I want to make sure everything is showing active. If this said 0 of 1 active, you are not earning. You've got to have that node online and active. You also need to have a wallet set up. So if you click on wallet, if it's not showing you your balances and it's saying set up my wallet, then we have nowhere to distribute your rewards. So you want to make sure that you have your wallet set up and that it's online. Another question we get kind of along with that is we'll get a screenshot. So I'm going to show you Block Fabric. This is an easy way to host your nodes. You can click right here to get to it. But on the deployments, I get lots of screenshots that look like this. And they say, my Galvan node is right here, or I've already deployed my Galvan node. If you have this red Fix Now banner, it's most likely because you deployed it, but you didn't log into your hosting instance. So if you've got that, you'll just click this Fix Now banner, and it's going to ask you for your Galvan email and password. Again, this is your account password, not your wallet passcode. So you're sending in or typing in what you use to log into your account. So we would fill that in, and we're going to hit this submit. Oh, it's going to autofill with my Block Fabric password there. So let me figure out what my account password is. There we go. And I'm not going to update that because that will update my Block Fabric password. Now you can see here, this is for light nodes. So it's changed my number from 1 to 2 here. And then give it about an hour to update. So if I just restarted this or if I just deployed this, it can take an hour for us to be able to see that node showing on the dashboard. But again, you want to monitor that. You want to make sure that your node or your wallet is set up and that your node is running for at least 6 hours a day. I host mine through Block Fabric, and so they just stay online. So they're actually on longer than 6 hours, which is fine. It does not get me anything extra, but it does allow that to run for the 6 hours per day. If you have any questions on any of that, as always, just hit this support button. It'll take you over to our FAQs. If you don't find your answer there, just click this submit a request and you can email our team. We're happy to answer any questions. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to Byron, and he's got some fun announcements coming up.
Thank you so much for that awesome information. Love what we have a chance to learn every single week when we get on these calls. Now, we talked about a special guest today, and it's my great privilege to be able to introduce Dr. Daniel Beckles, who I've had a chance to get to know and work with and just see his passion and his dedication and see how he really cares about people When you have more initials after your name than you have in your name, you're committed to making a difference. You're committed to your craft. And he is one of the best, one of the top heart and lung transplant surgeons on the planet. And, I love where his passion is in really wanting to make a difference in people's lives and try to help people so they don't have to get to the point where they have to have a heart transplant. And it's probably better if you hear his story, but just an amazing individual, super smart, respect him a ton. But what I really love about Dr. Beckles is just the type of individual he is. He's just a great friend, a great person that really cares. And so I'm excited out of the busy schedule that he has, everything that he's doing, that he's willing to team up with Galvan, team up with us, and be part of what we're doing here. Be able to be part of this council here at Galvan. It's awesome to be able to have his insight. So Dr. Beckles, thank you so much for being here today. Maybe tell people a little bit about yourself, why you're here at Galvan, what you see with what we're trying to accomplish. And I'm sure people would just love to get to know you a little bit better. Everybody, this is Dr. Daniel Beckles.
Uh-oh. Dr. Beckles, we might be having some technical difficulties. Can you hear me okay? Maybe not. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not, we have you up on screen, but we're able to hear you at the moment. So we'll bring back Dr. Beckles hopefully another time. Hopefully he's amazing, and I don't know what's going on, but we'll try him another time. So sorry about that, and we'll pass the time over to back to you, Casey or Byron.
Perfect. So I'm just going to bring Byron back up. I think he's got a video to share, and then we're going to do a drawing. So Byron, you can take it away.
Thank you so much, Dr. Beckles. I'm really excited to have you here. I know that we're going to do a lot of good together, bless a lot of people's lives, and change things for the future. So thank you for your time, your passion, and for your commitment to what we're doing here together as a community. Awesome. Here at Galvan, we have a chance to reward people. We have a chance to incentivize people and give them a reason to do those things that they already want to be doing, own their data, but then at the same time, encourage them to do more. And that's what I love about these digital gym memberships. If you don't have a digital gym membership, my question to you is why? These things are powerful, and it's an amazing ability to go and take your gym membership that you already have and just make more out of it. Whether it's the common or whether it's the epic or the legendary, each of them have a different value and purpose. And we've got a little tool here. It's kind of an icebreaker, a little video that I want to share with you to kind of just see how easy it is to share it, break the ice, have people look and see what this is all about, and be able to answer questions after. Let's look at this video.
Are you paying for a gym membership but still wishing you had a little extra motivation? Imagine how great it would feel to get more out of every workout. You pay for your membership, you show up, you put in the work, but does it have to be one-sided? What if it could be fun and rewarding? What if you could actually get rewarded for every workout? Wouldn't that be amazing? Stop just paying for your membership and start getting rewarded with Galvan's new digital gym memberships. This 12-month membership stacks right on top of your current gym membership and rewards you for staying consistent. Choose the level that fits your routine. Common is $150. You'll earn $30 in rewards every month just for showing up. That's $360 a year when you check in at least 8 days a month. Epic is $250. You'll earn $60 in rewards each month. That's $720 a year. When you check in at least 12 days a month, keep going. Legendary is $500. You'll earn $167 in rewards every month. That's over $2,000 a year. When you check in at least 15 days a month, and the best part is you decide how to use your rewards. So many options. Buy health products and supplements. Keep your Galvan rewards. Convert them into Bitcoin or other crypto, or even swap them for cash. The choice is yours. Getting started is simple. Purchase your Galvan Digital Gym membership. Upload proof of your physical gym membership each month. Easy. Check in each time you go. Hit your monthly goals and start collecting rewards. Supplies are limited, so act fast. Don't just pay to work out. Get rewarded for it. Grab your digital gym membership today and power up your results.
Awesome. So we will share that link with you. So you know this is a video that you can easily share with people, just to break the ice, to show them what this is about. But think about it. Somebody spends $150 and they have a chance to make $360 if they go out there and do the work. I mean, that's more than double what it costs. I mean, you think of the next one, Epic. You spend $250 and you can earn up to $720 in tokens. I mean, that's almost 3 times what somebody put in to get this digital gym membership. And then if you come in with the Legendary for $500, you can earn up to $2,000. That's 4 times. So do you want to double, triple, or quadruple the amount of value by going out there and just doing those things? This is pretty stinking powerful. I love it because of how much it can incentivize and motivate and encourage people to go out and do those right things. So let's go out there and promote these as well as all the other aspects of Galvan. We love to reward people. And in fact, let's take a second and reward the person for doing their swap this week. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say who this is, show you the number, and we're going to turn it over to Casey. She'll announce the winner and wrap things up. So let's see real quick here who our lucky winner is. Number 23. Congratulations. Number 23. You are getting your swap doubled. Case, who is the winner? And thanks, everybody. Have an amazing week. We'll turn it over to Casey.
Okay, our winner this week is Carol E. So I will send over that the tokens that we're going to match. And it looks like Dr. Beckles may have gotten his video working. So let's see if we can bring him back on.
There we go. We got you, Dr. Beckles. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you, Claire. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you. So thank you. Thanks for your patience with the technical difficulties. We'll turn the time over to you. We're so excited to have you a part of our council and appreciate your time to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be part of something much bigger than myself, obviously. And so it's a no-brainer when we look at the potential and the opportunity to help millions of lives become healthy. And, my training and background, as Byron said, first of all, I want to say thanks for even having this opportunity to even be, part of Galvan. But to start with, I was trained in a traditional manner, just like yourself, Adam, and, went through medical school and all of the book work and school work to get to the highest level. I've been director of heart transplant. I've been director of lung transplant. And so, there are only 120 programs in the United States that actually do heart transplant. And there are about 70 programs that do lung transplants. So just to show you, when people's lung fail or when people's heart fail, that's the space I've been living in. But then I look backwards and say, okay, wait a minute, where is all this patients coming from, right? And then it's just blew my mind to know that it wasn't taught in medical school that 50% of the lung transplants that we do come from COPD, which is caused by smoking. So wait a minute, if you stop smoking or if you never smoked in your life, you wouldn't be on my table getting your lungs taken out and a new lungs in, right? And so wow, that's such an eye-opener, because we were so taught to just get your skills and be the best you can be and get to the highest level you can to take care of these lives. So we want to be there to take care of these lives, but we want to also look at the generation coming up. And so I'm happy to see that a lot of changes are happening In the United States, back in the 50s, 50% of United States population used to smoke. And today it's less than 20%, but we still have that 20% to go. So that's just one example. For heart disease, we all know that is the #1 leading cause of why people die today. More than 20 million people die across the planet from heart disease. Imagine that. It's more deaths than any other disease out there. And second leading cause of death is, of course, cancer. When you look at these two things combined, we really have a lot of work to get done. And with the cost of healthcare, so I think having a platform like this to really put innovation to work. I have my medical degree from New York. I have my training. I did my cardiac surgery training in Dallas at UT Southwestern. And then I did a year at the Brigham and Women's Hospital as a Harvard affiliate. And then, I've been chief of, cardiac surgery programs. I'm the chief here at this program. And like I said, I've held many titles. Worked up to be clinical professor of surgery. And then I've, published four chapters in textbooks, 30-something peer review publications. So I continue to do innovative work. But this, being part of Galvan community and seeing how blockchain can really impact healthcare, it has all of the components, the foundation of what blockchain can offer healthcare, including, secure management of patient records, really transparency, automate claims, contracts. It can track pharmaceuticals. We can know where it came from, how authentic it is. I mean, there's just so much possibilities that this blockchain can offer patients and healthcare, what healthcare needs today. And hopefully, instead of spending trillions of dollars on healthcare, I think we're at a time when we can kick in to really make an impact. We saw the budget that's being cut from $4 trillion to $3 trillion. Just in that $1 trillion cut, it's not $1 million, it's not $1 billion, it's $1 trillion cut in healthcare. We have to innovate of how we can improve lives and look at Galvan and all the offers. We all know the two most important things for healthcare is moving more, which is activity, and eating well. And so we offer that to patients who actually, there's some patients don't want to improve their health, but this is not for them. This is for the majority who really want to improve their health, who are looking for that transformation. So happy to be here. Thanks for having me as part of the community, and I'm very happy to be part of it.
Well, thank you. We're so excited to have you. It's fun to have a sanity check with other accomplished physicians that have had a similar path as I have. I think it's funny you talked about smoking. I may have had as much an impact on the people. I worked as a fresh start facilitator for the American Cancer Society to get some volunteer hours before I went to medical school. And it's funny that I maybe had as much of an impact, in a favorable impact on people's lives before I even got any medical training. And that's just, it's not that we don't need amazing physicians like you at times, but it's really awesome to think that we can take this new technology and apply it in a way that can really change the lives of billions for far less money than what we are using in the current health system to fix things once they're already broken. So we're so glad to have you. Thank you for taking the time to be here. And we look forward to hearing from you and continuing to benefit from your contributions to the council. So thank you and have a good rest of your afternoon. We thank you for everyone for tuning in. We love you. We hope that you will go and galvanize the world to heal humanity. And I am Adam Sharp, and just like Byron, I'm a Galvanator. Have a good week.
Galvanize the world, feel the light. With every healthy choice, it feels so right. Data in our hands, we hold the key.